Hello, this is David Zamak Burson, and in this lesson, we're going to use slow, gentle movements of our hands and eyes combined with our attention and awareness to communicate beneficial, useful, and therapeutic information to our brain. Your brain will spontaneously and naturally recognize the value of this information and use it to help you to relax, feel calm, and to breathe more easily. Please take off your belt, your shoes, your eyeglasses, and please lie on your back. You can lie on your bed, you can lie on the floor, wherever it's most comfortable for you. You can bend your knees and stand your feet, and you can also have your legs long. If your knees are bent, stand your feet under your knees about shoulder width apart. If you decide to leave your legs long, still your legs are separated about shoulder width apart. Now just take a moment to sense and feel your contact with the floor. The contact of your lower back with the floor, your spine, your shoulder blades, your right shoulder, your left shoulder, sensing how you're lying on the floor before we begin. And observe your breathing as you inhale and your lower abdomen expands a little bit, and then you exhale and your chest and abdomen both get flatter. And now, slowly, lie your hands comfortably on the lower part of your chest, just where your hands can lie easily and simply on your lower ribs. Your fingers are facing one another, your elbows are resting on the floor, and your hands are resting on your chest. Your knees can be bent and your feet standing under your knees about shoulder width apart. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can have your legs long. With your hands lying on your lower part of your chest, begin to make a very small movement with your right hand of rotating your hand or turning your hand in such a way that your palm, the palm of your right hand, turns towards your face. Your pinky finger and the outside edge of your right hand remain on your chest or your stomach, or wherever your hand is lying most comfortably, in such a way that your right elbow can be lying on the floor. And you slowly bring your hand back to lying flat, and you pause for a moment, and then again turn your hand just slowly, just easily, without any effort at all. Don't straighten the hand, you don't straighten the fingers, but rather you just turn the hand. In fact, you can feel that your fingers, in a very small movement, actually curl a little towards your palm, almost as if your hand is making a cupping movement. And then you just turn your hand back towards the beginning position, or what we might call the neutral position, and you rest for a moment. Each movement of the hand is fresh, is as if you were doing it for the very first time. And continue to do the movement as you listen to the instructions. And as you continue doing that just easily, you bring your attention to yourself, to your sensation of that movement, and feel where you can relax your right arm, your right shoulder, where you can do less muscular effort, just slowly, easily. You just make that small movement of turning your hand easily until your palm is directed towards your face. Your hand turns and rolls over your pinky and the outside edge of your hand. And then you bring your hand back to rest. It's not a fast movement, it's a slow movement. It's not a matter of how many repetitions you make, but feeling if you can generalize your attention, meaning that you move your attention about yourself and feel where you can do less, maybe in your face, in your jaw. And now notice when you turn your hand so that your palm is directed towards your face, do your eyes move? Do your eyes move down a little bit as if to look at your palm? Rest for a moment. As you lie there, resting for a moment, just observe if the sensation of your right hand, your right arm, the right side of your face is different than your left hand, your left arm, the left side of your face. And now, slowly, see if you can turn your right hand in the opposite direction, which would mean that your palm is directed downwards towards your feet, so that it's your thumb that your hand is turning around, and your thumb stays in contact with your chest or your abdomen, and your palm is directed downwards. And then you bring the hand back and rest it on your chest or your abdomen. And you rest for a moment, and then you do that movement again. Just slowly. And now exhale as you make that movement of your right hand. Just simply, slowly. Your right elbow remains on the floor. You feel where you can reduce the effort in your right shoulder, the right side of your upper back. Now, slowly a few times, as you turn your palm towards your feet, look up with your eyes, meaning as if you wanted to see something above your head. Your eyes may be open or closed, and the movement of your eyes can be small, very small. Just slowly, you turn your right palm around your right thumb. Your fingers curl a little towards your palm, as if you're making a shape of a cup with your right hand. And you look up with your eyes, just easily, just feeling where you can reduce the effort. And now, slowly alternate. Do both movements. Turn your right hand as if to direct your palm towards your head, and the turning is around your little finger and the outside edge of your hand. And then slowly you go through the middle, very slowly, very simple movement, and you turn your palm as if it's facing your right foot. And now as you do that, coordinate the movement of your eyes in such a way that you look toward the palm when the palm is facing your head, and You look up with your eyes as your palm turns towards your right foot. Just what's easy. Going slowly, make the movement of your eyes opposite to what you were just doing. As your palm turns towards your face, look up with your eyes, and as your palm turns as if to face your right foot, you look down with your eyes. And you can feel those movements of your eyes are inhibiting or constricting the movement of your right hand turning. If you just do what's easy, you'll feel that the way that you're directing the eyes now, up as your palm goes towards your face, and your eyes down as your palm turns towards your right foot, is constricting the movement of your right hand turning. And now go ahead and return to the previous movement of your eyes and look down toward your palm as your palm turns towards your eyes, so that your palm is directed towards your face. And then when your palm turns towards your right foot, you look up with your eyes. And you'll see something is simpler or lighter, easier. Now please stop and just observe your feeling of yourself, of your right hand compared to your left hand. If one hand feels as if it's larger or more relaxed than the other, or lying more comfortably on your chest or stomach than the other, or as if the fingers are larger. And now let's do these movements with the left hand. Slowly, you just do what's easy, you just do what's simple. In other words, not using force. You just turn your hand so that your palm turns toward your face, toward your head. And then you just let the hand come back. There might be a tendency to go a little more quickly because you know what we did with the right hand. But the change, the difference that you felt between the right hand and the left hand was because of how you were moving the hand. It isn't the movement of the hand that has some corrective property, but it was the quality of our attention and the quality with which we were doing the movement of the right hand. So you just slowly, keeping that attitude that each movement of the hand is fresh, as if you were doing it for the very first time. And as you do that, begin to look down toward your palm as your palm turns towards your eyes. And then you take your hand back to lying on your lower ribs or your stomach, feeling, sensing where you can do less work. Just slowly. See if it's easier if you exhale as you do the movement. And now, as you did earlier with the right hand, bring your eyes in the opposite direction. In other words, look up as you turn your palm towards your face, and look down as you turn your palm towards your feet. Notice if something changes in your sensation or the quality with which you are doing this movement of your left hand. The connection between our eyes and our hands is very primitive meaning it's very old, has been with our nervous system for millions and millions of years. And you can feel it right there, that if you look down with your eyes as your palm goes towards your face, you will feel something becomes a little lighter. Rest for a moment. You just feel already you can sense something about your left hand that's different than 5 minutes ago. And now slowly turn your left hand in such a way that you're turning your left hand around your thumb, and that your thumb is staying in contact with your chest and your palm is directed downwards. Your fingers are soft, there's no need for them to stretch. You only want to use that small bit of effort that you need in order to make that small movement of turning your hand. Observe where you can reduce the effort, maybe in your face, in your jaw, your stomach. You'll find that your brain is so attracted, spontaneously attracted, to feeling better, to being more comfortable, that the change is happening just from the quality with which you are doing this movement of your left hand. And now slowly, as you do that movement of your left hand, look up with your eyes and observe if just in coordinating that movement of your eyes looking up as your palm is directed towards your left foot, that in fact the movement becomes a tiny bit lighter. And now begin to alternate with your left hand, turning in such a way that your palm is directed upwards towards your face, and then going through the middle and turning your left hand so that your palm faces your left foot. Just slowly relaxing your fingers. You might be surprised by where you feel unnecessary effort. You may be doing things with your chest or your neck that aren't necessary. Now rest a moment and observe if the feeling, your sensation of your right hand and your left hand is more alike, more symmetrical. And now do the same movements, but with both hands. With both hands, you slowly turn the palms towards your face, and then you go through the middle being that place where your hands were resting on your chest, and then you turn your palms towards your feet. Just slowly, paying attention always to doing less, only doing what's comfortable, reducing the muscular effort. That's right. Just slowly. And see if there's something pleasant, pleasurable, simple, in a nice sort of way, in a calming sort of way. And now begin to coordinate the movement of your eyes with the movement of your hands. Look down as the palms turn towards your face, and then As your palms turn towards your feet, you move your eyes upwards. And please stop and please rest for a moment. Just observe. Somehow your upper back feel wider than when we started. Do your shoulders feel wider? The width of your chest from in front feel wider? And now do a funny sort of thing. Alternate the movement of your hands. When one hand is directed toward your face, your other palm is directed towards your feet. And in that way, you alternate. Both hands are moving at the same time, but they're moving in alternate ways. As you alternate that movement of your hands, one hand turning toward your face, one hand turning in the opposite direction towards your feet, are your eyes following the hand that's directed towards your feet or the hand that's directed towards your face? And you'll see that most likely you're looking toward the palm that's directed towards your face. The hand that is opening, the hand that is maybe bringing something towards you. This represents the relationship between our hands and our eyes that has evolved over time. Just slowly. Now feel what happens if you direct your eyes toward the hand that's facing downwards. Not after you move the hand, but as you move your hands. There's a difference moving the eyes toward the hand that's facing down after you've turned the hand and as you turn the hand. Personally, if I ever wake up at night and I'm having some difficulty going back to sleep, these movements of the hands, exactly as you're doing them, is what I do. After doing these movements of the hands, 5-10 minutes, I've fallen asleep. And now, turn your hands in the same direction again. Turn your hands towards your face and away from your face, looking towards your hands as they turn towards you, and looking up with your eyes as the palms of your hands turn downwards. And just see if something feels lighter, easier. Please stop. Rest for a moment. Just observe your sensation of your hands. Can you feel something's different about your contact with the floor now compared to when we started? You feel if you perceive anything to be different. Or maybe the difference is internal. In other words, that you feel somehow calmer, more at ease. And now, very slowly, take your time, bend your knees, and slowly roll to your side. And see if you can maintain that softness in your hands as you slowly come to sitting and then to standing. And now in standing, just observe. Can you feel Your shoulders are more relaxed. Your face is more relaxed. Maybe your neck feels longer. And slowly walk around for a few minutes and just observe the difference in yourself. If somehow you feel your movements are lighter, easier, you feel calmer, more centered. All right. Cheers. Bye-bye.